All right. Welcome back to another amazing, beautiful, voluptuous
Mm.
episode
Oh, I thought you were talking about
of
me.
oh, of Now That
Dang
You
it.
Mention It.
What episode are we on right now?
15? Yeah, 15.
Wow. It's pretty good.
That's a whole
It's one more than 14.
yep.
Not quite 16, though.
Again, you
Yes.
are speaking
Voluptuous?
truth. Huh?
Voluptuous?
Well, no,
Oh,
no.
dang it.
Sometimes. Welcome back. How are you doing, Elijah?
Pretty good. A little tired. We just got back from soccer and a pretty hot day, but it was super fun.
Yeah. I wasn't able to make it to soccer.
No.
Um, I almost was going to try to, and then Nate got in a very long conversation, and I was not able to ask him if I could leave. So I stayed.
Did you have stuff to do?
No, it was a very slow day.
So you're just walking around,
Yep, just walking around.
petting the puppies?
No,
Oh.
I was getting asked questions about the puppies that I did not know. He was asking about the breeds and stuff. I was like,
Oh.
I know some of them are labs, but other than that, I don't know. Um, but yeah, no, it was a very warm day. I'm
was very
getting
warm.
a redneck.
Oh, indeed you are.
Yep.
I wasn't outside. I was only outside for like 3 hours or so today, and already like where my hair like droops down over my face,
Mm-hmm.
it's whiter than the rest of my face. It's starting to redden a
That's
little
funny.
bit. Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, yesterday I was weeding in the fields, and man, today I was feeling the burn. I was also feeling the burn in a different way today because
Someone just roasted you.
no,
Uh,
I was trying to think of some. I usually get roasted by Nate, but he didn't
someone
do it
put
today.
fire on your neck.
No,
Uh,
no. I was feeling a different kind of burn because I was out strawberry picking for part of the day, and I would pick one, and if it had a white uh, tip to it, it wasn't quite ripe. Um, so if I picked it, then I would just eat it, and I
oh,
ate a little too many.
ooh, I see.
So, um,
You were burning with passion.
yes, exactly for the strawberries. No, my butt was and is on fire. So
Because of strawberries?
we might be taking a little break.
Okay.
Um, yeah, because of strawberries. I don't know.
Interesting.
I'm thinking it's because of that. I'm trying to
Well,
think of
I
anything
don't.
else.
I mean, I'm
I
not.
ate a lot of fried food,
I'm. Just,
but
I'm it's curious. I've never heard of that before. Too many strawberries.
yeah,
You ever heard like Mexican food, Indian food?
I've heard of too many cherries.
Really?
Yeah,
Maybe it's just too much like vitamin C or something,
I don't know.
or too much.
Fiber, but fiber keeps it together, right?
Yeah, fiber keeps it together. I don't think it would burn.
Yeah, I don't know.
Interesting. If you guys know, leave it in the comments about why Aaron's butt hurts.
Yeah,
If you guys know why Aaron's butt hurts, please tell us.
yeah. You have a high for the week? A low for the week?
High it's just been a pretty good week overall. Done a lot of super fun stuff. Got to play a lot of soccer. Got to hang out with people. That was pretty fun. Low. Oh, also working at the farm was pretty fun. Yesterday, I was in the kitchen, and everybody in the kitchen that I was working in, I knew, and they all knew each other. So we were all just
Mm-hmm.
laughing, having a good time,
That's great. That's such
goofing
a fun
off.
time.
So that was super fun. Low. I don't know if I really have a low. Um, Nothing really comes to my mind. It's just been a good week.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Um, yeah, it's kind of same thing here. It's just been a good week. Um, a high was probably be tractoring was pretty fun. At least work wise, my high would be that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and just weeding with all the Mexicans in the field and just talking to them and Sergio translating. That was pretty great.
They don't speak English?
No, some of them have some phrases that they can say,
Okay.
but the most I got out of Isabel was thank you.
Interesting.
Yep.
How many don't speak English versus do speak English? Or at least speak enough to be fluent?
None of them,
None of them?
except for Sergio.
Really? And how
Yeah.
many of them are there?
I want to say total of like 7
Wow.
over the years.
Interesting.
Yeah. Actually, that's not true. One of them, well, it was on and off. He would not understand what I was saying sometimes. But we had a fun car ride back when he was showing me pictures of Mexican food that he really likes.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, oh, this one. I was like, that looks like a family dish. And he was like, yeah, all for me. I could
That's
not stop
funny.
laughing. It was hilarious. Not again.
Almost. I've drunk so much electrolytes today too. Do you know what Sole is?
No, I don't.
For people listening and then not watching the video, I almost cramped up again, and I went into my cramp pose. But Sole it's Himalayan sea salt and water. You just let it
Oh,
sit,
okay.
and then you stir it up. That has a lot of sodium in it, which is a good electrolyte. And then I took 2 electrolyte packets, and I drank those before and after the game today. And then I had a Powerade on my way here. So I've had so many electrolytes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
'Cause, I think I've only really had one cramp ever.
You lucky boy.
I know. Actually, that's not. I would get like bottom of my foot cramps.
I get those all the time. But
But
those
that's like,
that's more inconvenient than painful.
yeah. And I maybe have had those 5 times.
Do you ever get them while swimming?
No.
Not fun.
Oh. I wouldn't think so.
Cause you have to like flex your foot, and then you have to still swim. It's
Oh,
not
gotcha.
fun.
Yeah. After I had injured my ankles a couple times, going to
Yeah,
the
that's what you have. You don't cramp. You just
yeah.
destroy your joints.
Yeah. Um, going to the river and even just like treading water, it hurts so bad because like my foot going this way was fine when I was like walking,
Right.
but going the other way, that hurt.
Ooh.
So, yeah, not too fun. But one question I had for, I guess, both of us,
Okay.
is I know you're doing some stuff and I'm doing some stuff, but what are you going to do or what are you doing to better yourself? Because I know you're doing the
I'm
75.
drinking electrolytes.
That's a good start.
Yes. I don't know if that is bettering myself because it's preventing cramps.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't been consistent with the 75 hard.
Oh,
Perfectly honest. Just laying
that's
it
what
out
you gotta
here.
do with friends.
Yeah.
And
You want to do it with me?
you have some. Sure.
You want to start with me?
Yeah, I should. I really like ice cream though.
Well, just have a diet that isn't ice cream. Like, doesn't cut out ice cream.
What if it's fully ice cream? Everything.
That is a possibility, yes.
I
uh,
don't know why I've been obsessed with ice cream lately.
because it's good.
Well, yeah, but like I just haven't had it. Like I didn't have it in New York or New Hampshire,
Mm-hmm.
so I hadn't had it for a year plus however much time I've been here, and then I had it, I think like 3 weeks ago,
It's good.
and then I just have it like.
I will say though, I have been consistent with the diet part, and that's
Okay,
like
that's
I cut
good.
out like sodas and like sugary drinks and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
How have you done with Oh,
well,
but you went to your car to get a White Monster yesterday.
I don't count those. Those are not part of the diet.
I was gonna say, how are you doing without caffeine? But
No, I don't count those. That's
okay.
not part of my diet. Let's be serious here. But that's actually not even true because coming back from Oh, that's another high. Oh, that was so fun. When was that? Wednesday night. My siblings and I went to an Inter Milan
Oh
versus River
yeah.
Plate game in Seattle. That was so
I
fun.
wanted to go to that, but what was I doing?
You were golfing.
Right. I was
Yes.
golfing.
Yeah. It was crazy. The River Plate fans, which are from Argentina, they were chanting the entire game. The entire game, flags waving,
Dang.
singing, like drums playing. They did not stop. Even when they got scored on, they did not stop. And then we left afterwards, and I had to go to a locker to go grab some stuff that my sisters had to get put in the locker. And so while I was waiting in line, everybody cleared out, which is actually pretty nice because the light rail back, there was like almost nobody in there.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a guy, very drunk, River Plate fan, waving a flag and just chanting all by himself, like the entire time I was in the line. And then while we were walking out, when I got the stuff and I left the line, like two other guys, also very drunk, grabbed their flags and they joined us. It was like 3 or 4 guys just chanting and waving in Spanish. It was,
That is hilarious.
yeah, they really showed up the Sounders fans, unfortunately, because the Sounders fans do not do that.
No.
But it was actually super fun. But where was I going with that?
Did they win or lose? I didn't even see.
River Plate? No, they lost 2-0.
Okay, and they were still just.
They were still chanting the entire time.
The passion.
Oh, when we were coming back from that game,
Mm-hmm.
I got a horchata.
Ooh,
So I haven't been consistent with my diet.
gotcha.
I have been drinking.
But those are so good.
Dude,
They
horchatas are so good.
taste like the mall smells.
I can see it. Yeah, I guess.
That's how I think about it. But they're really good.
They're so good.
They're-
But
If
yeah,
you don't know what horchata is, it's
like
it's like sweet rice milk.
yeah, it's got like cinnamon and
Yeah.
sugar and ice, and it's delicious.
Yep.
Delicioso. But yeah, so guess I haven't really been consistent with any of it. So I need to start again.
All right, I'll start with
You'll
you.
start with me.
There you go.
When's
That
the
is
first day?
something we are going to do.
When's the first day?
Why not be tomorrow?
Tomorrow? Okay. I'll just
Because I'm already working out quite a bit. That's
Okay.
kind of what I was going to talk about. Was I had a couple days off this week.
Mhm.
One of them being Friday, where I woke up, did some things outside, and then half an hour on, half an hour off, just curled and
Oh, like
did
bicep curls.
Yeah, and
Okay.
row. I'm trying to remember my system I had, but basically I would just do 3 rounds of whatever.
What are you gonna do for the outside workout? In
Probably
the
just
75, just
run.
work out outside.
I need to run more,
Okay.
and I want to run with a weighted vest.
Okay.
That's why I asked for my birthday. I asked for a weighted vest.
Do you know if anybody's getting it for you?
No,
Oh, bummer.
I know. I might have to buy it myself.
Oh, also, I guess for people that don't know what a 75 hard is, it's for
yeah.
75 days straight. You have to do 2 45-minute workouts.
Yep.
At least one has to be outside. Both can be outside, but at least one has to be outside. Then you have to drink a gallon of water a day. You have to read 10 pages of a nonfiction book a day. And you have to pick a diet and stick to it. And the diet can kind of be whatever you want, but it does have to be something that like you're gonna you're gonna have to like work to follow it. It's not like, for instance, I am cutting out Brussels sprouts. That's my diet. Like for me, the sugary drinks, because there's sodas at our work.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That is a tough one.
There's sodas at our work that people will, like if we have like a company picnic at our work, they'll just, I don't know why they get so much soda for not that many people, and it's just left over, and it's just, you can just grab them whenever. And I would do
Mhm.
that all the time. And
Yeah.
also like horchatas and sodas are super good. So I chose that as my diet to cut that out.
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe that's what I should do.
but I'm not counting
'Cause-
energy drinks because maybe I should. I don't
I thi-
want to though.
I think I have to, because I actually need to cut down on caffeine intake, I guess. Because
Yeah.
I do feel it after I stop.
You get
like,
withdrawals.
It's not really
Start
withdrawals.
shaking.
I'm just
Cold sweats.
more tired.
Okay.
More tired than I would be without.
I try to limit myself to energy drinks only when like I feel like I absolutely need them. I don't do them like, oh, I didn't sleep great last night. Well, time for caffeine. Like I try
Yeah.
to make myself get past that naturally. But if it's like for instance, the weeks or these weekends when I've been working at the farm, and I wake up at like 5:30, and usually I'm doing something the night before, I'll get an energy drink just to get me through the day, and that works fine. But I think after this, I probably won't get one for a little while. Or at
Yeah.
least hopefully not.
Yeah, that's what I kind of did today. I was like, oh, I didn't get that much sleep. Let me just go grab some.
Yeah.
So, um, yeah,
Is
and
that all you got? You got the book, workouts, gallon of water. Did we say that?
I don't think we said that.
Like a gallon of water.
Yep,
And then
gallon of
you
water.
do that every day for 75 days straight. Oh, progress picture. That's
What
part
did
of
you
it.
just say?
Progress picture.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Take a picture. Take a picture of yourself every single day,
Yeah.
so you can see the progress from day 1 to day 75. No skips, no cheat days.
And
Just
it's 5 things you have to do every day
yeah.
for 75 days.
Do you have an idea of what nonfiction book you would want to read?
I've been going through one of the books I've been going through is a theology book by Jim Wilson. It's called Taking Men Alive. It's an
Isn't that
apologetic.
the meat stick dude? Jim Wilson. What's the Jim meat stick?
Jimmy? Like a Jimmy stick? Is that? I think that's what it is.
A Jimmy stick? No, it's something. Hang on.
And then a teamwork book. I think it's like 17 Undisputable Laws of Teamwork or something. But
Slim Jim.
Slim Jim.
I don't know why I thought Jim Wilson.
I don't know either.
Slim Jim. So you're reading a book by Slim Jim.
Yep,
Okay.
Slim Jim. And then I actually don't remember who wrote the other book, but it's about teamwork.
Okay.
And so I'll probably finish those. And then after that, I don't know.
The book I was reading when I was doing it consistently
Mhm.
was forget the it's like an address is the title of the book, but it's about Oppenheimer developing the bomb.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just like a biography about that. It's interesting. The parts I read.
Yeah, I should probably get like more historical instead of
Well, I mean,
that stuff. But
technically, according to Mr. 75 Hard or whoever created it,
mhm.
it's supposed to be like a book, like an entrepreneurial book, but I'm willing to change that condition just to a
Yeah,
nonfiction book.
yeah. I think that's what we did last time because I read. Oh no, I read a theology book.
Yeah.
Strangely Bright.
Yeah, screw you,
That's a
Mr.
good
Hard. Mr. Hard.
Yeah,
75.
75.
That was a cool nickname, 75. 75? Big 7?
Big 75.
Oh, 75 in the house.
I feel like any number as a nickname is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I want to be called 06.
06? Why 06?
I don't know.
Such a. It's like, it's not the year you were born.
Nope.
But repeat your
Oh.
original question.
What are you going to do or what are you doing to better yourself?
Well, we're going to do the 75 hard.
Yep. Answers that.
What else? I'm going to. I don't know. Or I am doing. I don't know. I'm sure there are things that I am doing to better myself, but I don't really think of them and like, oh, this is just like to better myself. So like, oh, that was more part of my diet, but I've kept that up because I've been meal prepping for
Yeah.
the week rather than just kind of throwing it together a random lunch, which like I used to do, and it always just ended up being fried chicken because we always have so much of that.
Mm-hmm.
Just be a lot of fried chicken, and it's not great for the calories, and not very sustaining. So I started meal prepping and watching my macros more and my
Also
calories.
just sits in your stomach.
Yeah.
I had some this morning because people just kept feeding me food.
Hey, what did you think of the mac and cheese?
That was great.
Yeah.
It was actually, I think, peak farming is when you're on the tractor eating something.
Really?
Yeah. Like I was just chowing down on the mac and cheese
I
on the
had
tractor.
I had 2 cookies a day. Like the
Oh, the thank you cookies,
Yeah,
the big ones.
that she gave to like everybody in the kitchen, like thank you for working, and she like wrote a note on them. Those cookies were like they were just chocolate chip cookies. They were so good, like
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
like they
I love just a good regular chocolate chip
and
cookie.
she gave them to everybody yesterday. So and I forgot to grab mine yesterday,
Oh
so
okay.
I grabbed mine today. Oh, it was, and I was like, oh, here's my cookie. I'll just eat it right now. I don't have anything to do right now. I'll start cooking everything in a little bit. And I ate it, and I was like, holy crap, like that was so good. It was delicious. One of the best chocolate chip cookies I've ever had.
Have you had the uh, double chunk chocolate chip cookie from Costco?
Probably. It hasn't been soon enough for me to remember.
Okay. Yeah, because if you want to be an absolute glutton, you just put that in the insanely fatty ice cream that they have. So you just put the cookie in and then you mash it in there. You feel sick afterwards, but
Yeah.
it's good going down. um,
So we're doing 75 hard starting tomorrow.
yep.
What
That
what's your
means I
diet?
gotta drink my energy drink now because I already have one in the car. Because you gotta get the
And then
buy two get one free.
you have to,
Yeah,
if you're buying two already, which we obviously you're buying two.
yeah. You're gonna get the third one free.
And then we can keep ourselves accountable and by like on this like every week checking in.
Yep,
That can be a new segment.
yep.
The 75 hard.
So you got your highs and lows, and then you've got your
It
75,
could be
and you have to show
how hard are you this week?
your the pictures will come up on screen of you just
Oh,
standing.
yes.
I don't like that. I said that, but no.
We can do at the very end, we can do before and after.
Oh, okay.
Just like
Yeah,
just one set of pictures for each of us.
yeah. That'll be good.
Yeah.
So how many how many months is that? That's
75, that's 10
Wow.
weeks, so it's about a month and a half.
Okay.
Give or take a couple days.
That's not that bad.
Excuse me, not a month and a half. Two and a
It's
half
just
months.
commitment.
2.5 months.
Okay.
So
Oh, yeah.
and we're pretty much starting right at the beginning of July. So
Yep.
September, middle of September. If you guys are listening to this in middle of September, check in with our latest episode to see if we stay consistent.
Yeah. Um Also, people have their winter arcs or whatever. We're having
Our summer
our
arc.
summer arc.
Yes.
Yep.
Sounds much less like red pill, like getting escaping the matrix, like summer arc.
Yeah.
Just
Yay.
having a good time.
Yep.
Going on our summer arc.
All right. Well, would you rather
Oh yes, I would. I would rather.
travel back in time
Okay.
or visit the
By
future?
pooping your pants.
Okay, not that one. Don't bring that
That's a
up.
classic. It's a classic on this channel.
I guess so.
People always ask
Okay.
me. They don't actually.
Would you rather go back in time by pooping your pants or
Mm-hmm.
visit the future by barfing them?
Barfing, barfing your pants.
Yep.
Ooh. Okay, so if we want to go back, we'd poop. If we want to go forward, we barf.
Yeah.
Mm, why not both? But we don't have to time travel at all.
And then you stay in the present.
Okay. Let's just go pros and cons of past versus future. I think pros of past, we already know what happened. Like the future,
Yeah.
but that could be a pro for the future too. Like we have no clue what's out there in the future. And we
Mhm.
could find something pretty freaking cool.
Or you might go a couple of years in the future and the world is destroyed.
Just gone to smithereens.
Gone.
But would you still like? Would you still show up, even if the world is gone, or would you just be like, what do you mean the world is gone? Like everything's like a wasteland, or like Earth is blown up?
Oh, I was saying like a wasteland.
Okay. Oh yeah. I mean, there could be some pros to that. Potentially, you could rebuild a society, help people rebuild a society,
Yeah.
because they're like this guy is clearly
Have you seen Oblivion?
no.
It's a Tom Cruise movie.
Okay.
Where basically the Earth is a wasteland, and there are these creatures. I'm trying to remember their name, but they basically,
Women.
yeah, those are scary. Um, no, so there's like these creatures that are inhabiting Earth,
Uh-huh.
but the weird thing is they lost. So like the humans won, but they're leaving Earth because it's inhabitable by them.
Oh, I see.
But the creatures are there.
We like won by like nuking them all, but it's not. We can't live there anymore.
Yeah,
So the
basically.
creatures are still there.
I don't know exactly what happened. I don't think
Interesting.
anybody knows exactly what happened.
Okay.
But
Tom Cruise is there.
yep, Tom Cruise is there. He drives a cool spaceship. I actually haven't seen the whole thing. I think I've only seen half of it
Nice.
because Adam, Laird, Isaiah, and I stayed up till like 1 a.m.
How old is the
watching it.
movie?
It looked pretty old. Let me just look this
Okay.
up. You continue with what you were saying. You were saying something.
Saying something about like if it's a wasteland and
Yeah.
there are still survivors, you could like help rebuild the society because like people could recognize, oh, this guy's clearly super smart because he's got time travel technology, and then you could like use that to influence the people, not in a bad way, just like motivate them, I guess. And then you could be like the leader of a new colony on wasteland Earth.
Yeah.
And
true.
cons of living in a wasteland Earth, there's a pretty long list. You could get radiation poisoning. You could get people with arms growing out of where they shouldn't be. You probably wouldn't have as much of a pretty Earth. But what if it's a really cool, like, you don't even have to go, what if you just go like 25 years in the future? So you are now in 2050. And Arsenal still hasn't won a Champions League. They still haven't won the Premier League.
The world is gone at that point.
Well, I mean, Tottenham won a trophy, so the world is probably coming to an end.
Yeah.
That's pretty scary. Yeah, but what if you go to 2050 and it's like, well, we made this much advancements in 25 years, or it's just like AI is ruling the world.
Yeah.
And like we're all walking on all fours with the AI robots riding us with like the little jockey whip things.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they make us make the horse noise because all the horses died because the AI thought they were racist. All the horses. They killed all the horses. And they like all the cows. And
Because they're Indian.
And they milk them. They milk the cows.
Indians are the ones that like cows, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. And they milk them, and the milk is their coolant for the AI robots. And then, but they still want to ride something that goes neigh.
Yeah, I want to stop you, but then I also want you to keep going.
And they ride the horses, or they ride us because we can say neigh. We are the knights who say neigh.
We're the humans that say nay.
Yes. They like whipping us and riding us around. What if that's the future? That'd be a pretty crazy future.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's so many different possibilities for the future, but we know what's happening in the past.
Yes, we do. But it would be very cool to visit the past.
Yeah, like there's stuff I would want to go see. Like I would want to go see when, who the first person to invent toilet paper was, and like what was going on in his mind when he invented toilet paper.
Yeah. And why didn't he just invent the bidet?
Good question. And I'll ask him that, and he'll be like, bidet.
That is French.
But bidet to you too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the past.
Okay.
Because also, but what about like how are the time travel rules working here? Are you gonna be able to interact with yourself without causing a rip in the space time continuum?
Sure.
Okay, then I'm telling myself to bet on Tottenham winning the Europa League this year, because you know the odds are low for that.
Oh yeah.
And if I bet $1,000, then making some bank. I'm just telling him all the different sports outcomes, making myself some money.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going past.
That's pretty good. Um. Yeah, I'd probably go past as well,
Okay.
but more for my own discoveries and confirmation of historical events more than betting on things.
Yeah. That is true. You would be able to get an objective answer for all historical controversies.
Yeah,
Like what actually happened with JFK. You would know. Actually, it would take some digging around. But like if you're
he got shot
yeah.
when you go outside to clear your head.
Oh my goodness. Or like is the uh like what like who built the Great Pyramids and why are they there? What's the use of them? Is there something else behind them? Like you would know.
Yeah,
You would watch each block being placed by humans,
Israelites.
cows, or AI robots with milk for coolant riding Egyptian slaves or Israelite slaves.
Yeah, I
You
think it
know?
was just the Israelites.
Yeah, but they're
But they're
so
yeah
big and like what's the purpose? Like because there
the
are
most extravagant tomb.
yeah, because well there's the Valley of Tombs or Valley of Kings in Egypt, and those are just tombs carved into rock. Like why
Yeah,
do you need this gigantic
because they had a lot of
tomb?
possessions. The kings before them didn't have as many.
Oh.
Also, might just be that they have to one up the other kings.
But see, like we're speculating. If we could go
Yeah,
back in time, we would know.
we would know.
Yes.
I think that'd be pretty insane.
And then you get to write your own book, an objective history of the world. And people
Yeah,
would be like, well, actually, I don't know if people would like it because there's really no way to back up the facts. Like, he'd be like, these facts are true and these facts are true, but he's adding stuff that we've never heard of before. So I think they just call you crazy. And then they'd write you and whip you.
I would
And,
want to be there for the siege of Troy
ooh,
with the
yes.
horse. That'd be pretty cool.
Oh, not from High School Musical.
I haven't even seen that.
Oh, well, Troy is the name of the dude in there.
Oh,
I actually haven't seen it either. I just know that it's Zac Efron is Troy.
I know who Zac
Troy
Efron is.
Bolton, I think is his name. Troy Bolton.
Cool.
And he was besieged by
The Greeks.
I think so. They were in a horse. It all comes back together.
Yep.
All right, next question.
Would you rather always have to say everything on your mind or never be able to speak again?
I think I always have to say everything on my mind. I think people would get it would be pretty awkward and annoying at first, but then I think people would actually come to trust me more if they knew exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
And is this like if people ask you a question like, does this dress make me look fat? Yeah, you look actually ugly in that. That color looks horrible on you. Is that it, or is it like you see someone and you have to say what you're thinking? Is it just when someone asks you a question you have to say what you're thinking?
Um. Hmm. Because it says never speak again. So then, but then you're always talking.
Exactly.
If you're, cause you're
If
just
you're always talking, that
yeah.
would
I think you can choose to not talk.
okay.
But if
Then
you do
yes,
speak, it's going to be the absolute truth.
then I'm going with that one
Okay.
because people wouldn't like it at first, but then they'd be like, "Oh, this guy actually says exactly what he's thinking." It's a little awkward and a little annoying. I don't like how it comes across, but at least I know he's telling the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
So I'm going with that one. That one's pretty easy.
All right. Next question is: would you
Oh, I would.
take $1 million,
Okay.
but a snail is
Oh,
chasing
yep. I've
you?
heard this. And you don't know where it is, but it knows where you are, and if it touches you, you die.
Yep.
See, I've heard this one in a different. It's not $1 million. I've heard it's you live eternally, live for eternity, but a snail is chasing you.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Yeah, for $1 million, do I at least get to know what the snail looks like? So I don't know where it is. I don't know like how fast it can travel. But can I know what it looks like so if I do happen to see it, I can evade it? Or am I just perpetually afraid of snails?
That would be crazy.
Yeah.
If the
Because
snail,
I've seen
if
multiple
the snail
snails.
kills itself as escargot and you eat it and you die.
I'll say the snail is also is like it lives as long as you do. So
Yeah.
you constantly have to live in fear.
Yeah.
And like it can't be squashed or anything.
Um,
Because like I've
sure,
seen
you can see a picture of it.
so I know what the snail looks like.
Yeah.
Okay. And I get $1 million if I choose this?
Yeah.
$1 million. Yeah, I'm taking it. I'm taking it. I don't really have a workaround around this. I'm just gonna have to be careful. But
I feel like I haven't seen a snail for a while.
I've seen multiple snails this morning.
Oh.
Yeah. So is it if it touches me, I die?
Yep.
I don't think I've ever been touched by a snail once.
I've
So
stepped on them on accident.
oh, that is true. That counts. I'm still taking it, and I'm just gonna move to like Arizona, where like it's super dry, and they're probably not actually. Do snails live in dry weather? I think they do.
Yeah.
I don't think they're just a wet. Never mind. That doesn't work. I'll just have to always be on my guard.
I mean, they don't live in the desert.
So that's where I'm going. I'm gonna live in the desert. Actually, but with $1 million, it's not too much. I'll live as I currently do,
In Death Valley.
and I'll just no
Oh.
where I currently live, or just how I would currently live.
Okay.
Yeah, and just keep an eye out. You know,
Yeah.
maybe hire somebody to be my snail guard.
True. Yeah.
It's like, Mr. President, get down! Whenever he sees a snail, and he
But it's traveling at 0.00000001 mile per hour.
is that a fact?
I
Okay.
don't know. Would you rather be able to talk to animals or speak all human languages?
I think
I think-
I think I asked this question.
Yeah, I was gonna say that sounds.
I'm pretty sure I've asked this
familiar.
question, but now I get to answer it because I
Yep.
asked it before.
There you go.
This one is tough because I want to become a veterinarian. So being able to talk to animals would make
Ooh,
me
yeah.
probably the best veterinarian ever. Because that's one of the difficulties. Is like if you're a human doctor, they can tell you, "Oh, my knee hurts," or "I'm feeling pain in this area." With a animal doctor, you kind of have to like judge,
Yeah.
like based on their reactions and how they're holding themselves. Where does it hurt? So if you could talk to them, you're eliminating a lot of the struggle. So that would be really nice. But also, do you know how cool it'd be to speak every language in the world like fluently?
Yeah.
Like, have you seen the guy on Instagram? I think there's a couple of them that he'll be like speak a sentence in your native language, and if I don't guess it, you get $20. And people from all over the world, like, or they don't come just to see him, but like people with these like wildly varying languages that will talk to him, and he knows them all.
That's.
I don't know if he
crazy.
can speak them all fluently, but he at least knows enough to deduce where they're from. Like that would be so cool. But then also being able to speak all of them. Can I also speak past languages? Like, do I get the power?
Yeah, all human languages.
That'd be so cool. I think I'm gonna take that one because veterinarians can get around it because they have to.
Yeah.
They can speak to animals, or they can cure an animal without speaking to it. But nobody can speak every single language.
Yeah. Abigail's learning Old English in college,
Okay.
and I don't know. That just sounds so cool
Yeah.
to learn Old English, to then read Beowulf in the original.
Yeah. That'd be pretty sweet.
That'd be pretty sick.
But also, do you know how attractive you would be if you could speak every person's language?
True.
Like girls like it when a guy speak one language.
Yeah.
Speaking thousands of them, dude.
Yeah, because there are thousands and thousands of languages.
Especially if you consider past languages that aren't around
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Do you have any more would you rather's?
Yeah. Would you rather never have to eat or never have to sleep again?
Do I still like survive, and
Oh yeah,
so I
yeah. You are.
I have the effects of eating and I have the effects of sleeping, but I
Yep.
don't have to actually partake in it anymore.
Yeah.
Sleeping.
Sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would say
Getting
too.
an extra 8 hours of your day
Dude.
without having to, and you're not feeling tired or anything,
Yeah.
that'd be so cool. Do you know how much Instagram Reels I'm watching? Dude, 8 hours? I am like the definition of like chronically online. But then I just get back to work the next day and
Yep. And you're
nobody knows any
fine.
different.
Yep. I think I would just do that for just having basically eternal energy.
Yeah. You're going to have to change like physically, like parts of your body. Not like, I
What?
mean, like technically, if you're taking that one, then like your cells don't burn energy and you don't need to replenish
Oh,
stuff like that.
I see what you're saying.
Like you would basically become immortal, kind of. In a sense,
Yeah.
kind of, because then your cells. No, that's not true because your cells probably
No,
would.
because they die.
Because your cells would still die. That's
Yeah.
true. Okay, and then not sleeping, but so if you take the not eating, then your cells wouldn't like burn energy and you wouldn't need to replenish that. But if you take not sleeping, that's how you like I'm pretty sure that's how you replenish dead cells. So if you take that one, no need to sleep.
Then you would be eternal, immortal. In a yeah, I don't know exactly how that would all work.
But
Pretty sure this is fictional. So
oh, I don't actually get these.
no, you don't have to poop your pants.
I wanted to though.
No.
See, look, if we could take it right now, we could ask Birdie what she wants right now.
Yep.
Cause she's just walking around looking. What do you want, Birdie? Do you want to get pet? Do you want food? Do you want water? We'll never know. Okay, so yeah, I'm taking the dude. You could get so much done. I mean, I think for the first little bit, you'd be like, oh, dude, I could get so much done, and then you probably just end up wasting it, and then because you're like, oh, I can just do that during the regular parts of the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you're
Um,
truly motivated, you could get some stuff done there. You would be really you know how everybody is like, you only need like 4 hours of sleep. Or all like the motivational speakers.
Oh, yeah.
You'd be like, 4 hours? Just get no hours. What are you talking about? Cowards?
um, yeah, because a friend that I had in New York, he would only have 3 to 4 hours of sleep, and he'd be fine.
That
It
is
is
insane.
insane.
I'm
He
jealous
would
of those
go.
people.
He would go work out at 11:30 and wake up at 6:30 and be just ready to rock. Just insane.
Goofy Cuber, rock!
Yeah. Well, this time
Is this a trivia?
we are skipping the trivia,
No. Okay.
but I'm gonna replace it
Oh, with?
with top 5 kitchen appliances.
So we did utensils and everything appliances?
Yep. So,
Okay.
I've got a few written down.
Oven,
That is top.
refrigerator,
That is third. Yeah.
microwave.
Yep.
The beater.
Mixer.
The brrrr, and you whack it against the ball. You know, if you like do it against
Oh,
a
like
metal
a
bowl.
hand
Yeah.
mixer?
Oh, you're thinking like
I was
like
talking
a stand
about
mixer.
Yeah, I was talking about that.
We can count
So
those
I
as the same
have
thing.
oven, range, refrigerator, coffee maker, dishwasher, microwave,
I think oven,
toaster.
you get the range as well.
Not always.
Have you ever found
Yeah.
an oven with really?
Yeah.
I guess that's
The
true.
Higgins and the
I guess that's true. You have the ones that
lugs.
like go into the wall and you have like the two doors.
Yeah. And then their range is just basically on their countertop. And they have
Do you call it a range or a stove? I call it a stove.
oh,
I mean, a range is also correct. I call it a stove.
yeah. I guess it just depends on how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
But then I have toaster and then toaster oven different. Because you got toaster, which you just
But
slide the bread in.
right.
And then toaster oven.
But why would you take toaster if you already have a toaster oven? You can do so much more with a toaster oven.
That's what I'm saying.
So why'd you take toaster?
I just put it on there as a list.
Oh,
On a
okay.
list of stuff. Waffle maker,
I don't.
mixer,
Mm,
air fryer,
air
pressure cooker,
air fryer for
hood
me
vent.
is gotta be like number one. Air fryer.
Okay.
You can do so much with an air fryer.
Okay. Are we locking this in?
Air fryer is number one. Oh my goodness.
I have not even
You
really
could
used an
you
air
could
fryer.
you could probably play Rocket League on an air fryer. Use that to run. It does everything.
I need to use an air fryer then.
Oh my goodness. Dude, you can cook so much in there.
I think I've cooked one thing at your house, and that was my air frying experience.
Just scratching the surface, man. Dude.
Is that where you put your fried chicken in?
Yeah, put my fried chicken, put salmon, put steak, put potatoes, put any frozen food, any food you want to reheat. The days of the microwave are coming to an end, my friend.
Yeah.
It is time. It was like the
Because
days
it
of.
only takes that much. It only takes a little
I'm
bit
quoting Lord of
longer.
the Rings right now.
Oh.
Don't interrupt me. What is it when he's like
Oh, now you need help?
when the orcs are like the time of men is over,
Yes.
and then
The time
of the orcs has come. Yes.
And it was by a one-eyed man. Well, he has two eyes, but one of them's like into his skull.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
But that's the air fryer talking to the microwave. Microwaves, you guys are if big microwave is watching right now, you better start holding on to your pearls and clutching your blouses, because air fryers are coming for you. Okay, let me just set that thing straight. Okay, what's a big microwave brand? Help me out here.
Oh, is it G&E? You've got
Ginny.
KitchenAid.
Jenny, if you're listening to me, if you're listening to me, you better watch
Is
out.
it G&E or GE? I don't know.
What's General Electric? General and Electric?
Oh,
General Electric?
yeah, just General Electric then.
So GE.
Yeah. I was just thinking of the logo.
Whoever makes microwaves, you guys better start getting into the air fryer business soon.
I think they already have.
Shush.
Probably.
I'm ranting right now.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. Interrupting my Lord of the Rings quotes. Interrupting my air fryer
Speaking
rant.
of the Lord of the Rings quote.
Yes. Oh, you can interrupt with that
Okay.
anytime.
That just made me think of the meme when it was like, the time of men is over. And he has a walkie-talkie in his hand.
Oh.
And then he's just like, what?
The time of men is what? That's
Yep.
funny.
So we've got air fryer locked in, number one.
Number one.
Easy.
Ovens might be out the door now that we have air fryers. You make a big enough air fryer. Well, that's just a big oven. Never mind. There's a convection oven.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know the difference between conduction and convection?
Convection is...
It's where you put it on a
convection.
conveyor belt. And no.
Oh.
Conduction, you heat it. So, like, if something is on this table, you heat the table, and then that heats it by touching the surface.
Oh,
If you
okay.
wanted to heat, convection is you heat the air around it or the substance
Yeah.
around it.
Okay. Because I was just thinking of convection, or as the British call it, fan.
Yeah, because it's heating the air.
Yeah.
Yep.
So oven is...
Second. That's probably the most used.
Yeah.
Well, actually, in terms of like hours actually used, it's probably refrigerator. Think of how many times,
yeah.
how many hours the refrigerator has. Hours of runtime it has.
It's also just helpful to keep things...
And
Good.
if we choose refrigerator, do we get freezer with it, or is this an oven range type of situation?
I think you get a freezer with it.
Okay.
I feel like they're always attached. Because you don't have...
Yeah, you do. You can get just refrigerators.
Oh, well, yeah.
You can also get just freezers.
Yeah. But those are like... They're in your garage.
Does that not make it a refrigerator or a freezer?
No, but you usually have a... like it's your second one.
But it's still a refrigerator.
Okay. Whatever.
Because I want to get a refrigerator freezer here. I want to play the game here.
Okay.
I'm just trying to...
Refrigerator, freezer.
Refrigerator freezer, yeah. A refrigerator. A refreezer. A refrigerator. A geezer. A geezer.
A geezer.
A
You just have a man standing there in the box where the
Give me
refrigerator
all
goes.
your Give me all your victuals, and I'll hold them here. That's a bad accent.
Make them cold.
Yep. All right, now give me all your victuals, and I'll be
All
holding
right.
on
So
to them
are we
bad
doing
boys.
oven 3?
Yeah, do the geyser second.
Okay.
Do refrigerator. No, that's the same thing. Do the oven third.
Okay.
What did you go top 5?
Yeah. You just have 5. And you
And
only get
stove
those.
is separate.
You only get these after this. We're taking everything out of your house.
That's fine. I'll just use an air fryer for everything.
Fair enough.
I guess I should use stove. As 4.
Okay.
So now I get one more.
You've got coffee maker, dishwasher, microwave, toaster,
I don't drink coffee. I can wash dishes by
waffle
hand.
maker, mixer,
Can put a
pressure
toaster
cooker.
in. Pressure cooker.
hood vent.
A hood vent.
I just put that one on there because that would be funny.
We have an oven. We have a stove. We need to complete the set with a hood vent.
Yeah.
I
I don't think that one counts.
I don't think I need a pressure cooker because I don't pressure cook.
Okay.
Like my family does.
My mom was really into pressure
I
cooking
don't.
for a bit.
Yeah, same here. But like crock pot.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go with the crock pot.
I've made some absolutely wicked
Oh,
French-
wow, wow. It's a song from Wicked.
Oh.
Sorry.
The French onion dip. So you've got the
Okay.
sandwich with the roast beef and like in a crock pot.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
Crock pots are really nice. I mean, I've never used them before because I've always had like a pot for this, but you could use them to boil water. Actually, no, that would take a
That would take I was gonna
a
say.
super long time. I'm just gonna put that in the air fryer.
The water
Yeah, just air fry the water.
comes out crispy.
But like you can make soups in there.
Yeah.
You can make more
So
soups in there.
Yep.
You can also make
You can make some.
stews.
Yep.
It's mostly a soup pot.
Yeah. But
But
soups,
you can also
soups
do
are
like
just
you can just also do
amazing.
like chicken, and then you can do
Yeah.
like meatloaf.
So that's like boiling.
Yeah.
Boiling chicken, boiling just meat in general.
But
Boiled tongue. We had that.
2 nights ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was decent. For my first time.
Cow tongue. It's
Yeah.
actually, that was some good tongue,
Yes,
I will say.
and I've had plenty of tongue, but I've never eaten any. That was a
That's wild. That's wild. All right, so we're putting tongue as number 5.
no crockpot's number 5.
Oh,
You
right.
fool.
All right, so we got crockpot number 5. Wait, what? Oh, crockpot number 5, refrigerator number 4. Wait, what am I doing? What am I? I don't even understand.
Crockpot number 5, stove number 4, oven
Yes.
number 3, refrigerator
Okay.
number 2, air fryer number 1.
Somehow I have refrigerators number 5.
Read me the ones on your list that I did not go with.
Oh, I know why. It's because I. Okay,
Because a
that-
mixer, you can it's gonna suck, but you can do that by hand.
Yeah, unless you're making meringue, which then you can not use your hands.
Unless you go really, really fast.
Well, that was also with a fork. Maybe it would be different with a
Yeah,
whisk.
if you use a whisk and you just go like you generally have to go really fast, but you can do it.
Yeah, but I stood there for 45 minutes. Remember when we were on the FaceTime call when I was in?
Oh,
I
yes.
was in New Hampshire. I was
And I remember you getting ticked off like this freaking meringue.
just won't turn. Like I could see some stuff happening, but I was just sitting there for 45 minutes, just not doing anything.
But you could
So you would need a mixer, but I haven't made meringue.
but
really.
you could also just attach a whisk to a drill and brrrr, like that.
True,
You could Jimmy rig it.
but is then a
Slim
drill
Jimmy rig it. Jimmy rig it.
Jim Wilson? I don't know. Oh, I just have coffee maker. You don't have coffee.
I don't like-
You
don't
don't like
drink coffee.
coffee. Dishwasher, you can do that.
I can do that by hand.
Microwave, air fryer,
Air fryer clears by a mile.
toaster, air fryer.
Oh, air fryer for sure. Yes.
You can?
Yeah, you can air fry anything.
No, but like,
You can toast. Yes.
okay.
It will toast it.
Oh, it will toast.
It will toast.
It will toast.
Dude, it will toast.
Waffle maker, air fryer. You just put the batter in there.
I mean, if you get the mold, you probably could. It would take
Oh, yeah.
some creativity, but you could do
Yeah.
it. But I don't eat waffles that much. I like pancakes better
That's true.
because you can make like 6 to 8 pancakes at a time, or you have to go with a waffle
Yeah.
one at a time.
Ours makes 4 at a time.
Well, do you count the big circle one as a waffle, or do you count each individual triangle as a
That's
waffle?
Square.
Right.
It's
Okay.
big.
Do you count the
square.
big square as a waffle, or you count each individual square as a waffle?
Each individual square, I guess.
I count one waffle per make, and then you have 4 quarters of a waffle.
I guess when I was younger, I could only have 2. Like, physically.
So you
None more would
you had
fit
half
in
a
my
waffle.
stomach.
In my mind, you had half a waffle.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
All right.
and we're waffling right
Fine
now.
then. Yep, we are. We are waffling.
Actually, it might be different with a square one. I think if you have a square waffle maker, you make 4 waffles. But if you have a circular one, you only make 1 waffle.
Yeah.
You only make 1 waffle because you can't call a triangle a waffle.
So you got Belgian
A
waffles.
waffle is a circle or a square.
You got Belgian
Okay?
waffles, and you've got
Let's get one thing
Norwegian
straight.
waffles.
2 things straight in this podcast you guys should take home. Air fryers, clears, air fryers, greater sign, microwave. And waffles have to be square or circle. Okay? There is no such thing as a triangle waffle. All right? Understood,
probably is.
listeners? No.
Oh.
No.
Okay. What is it called then?
Just not a waffle. It's just
Oh, it's just not a waffle.
no, there's some other word for it. And it might look like part of a waffle. And it might taste like a waffle. It is not a waffle. A waffle is either a square or circle.
All right.
You heard it here first. Actually, you
believe
shouldn't
you.
have. You should know this, and you should have heard it here before.
And then we have mixer and pressure cooker.
Yeah, I don't really do pressure cooking. I mean, maybe if I wanted to get into canning, but you can just buy those
Yeah.
at the store. Buy canned goods. Also, canning doesn't really seem like my jam. I'm not a huge fan of canned foods. What was your list look like? If you had to create it.
Ooh. Okay. Well, now I got to go through all of it again. I would do because mine is gonna be different because
That's fine.
The air fryer.
That's fine.
I haven't really used it.
You are missing out.
I should use it apparently.
When you use it, this is going to be what Edison felt like when he discovered the best light bulb prototype.
Okay.
You're going to be like, Eureka. I found it. That's actually Archimedes when he discovered that water is displaced
Yeah.
by gold. Or just displaced. You know?
Yeah. I knew.
And
it
you ran
wasn't
through the streets naked,
Benjamin Franklin.
holding a light bulb.
Okay.
And then he made the air fryer.
Mine would probably go stove.
Okay.
Sorry. Refrigerator,
Okay.
stove, oven,
Wait, are you going with the refrigerator or are you going with geyser?
a geyser.
Okay. thank you.
Yeah. Range, oven, and then
Wait, are you going with stove and range?
no, sorry. I said
You said stove.
range and oven, right?
Well, you said stove as well. You
Yeah,
said
I
stove,
stove.
geyser, range, oven. Am I missing something? Is the stove and a
No.
range not a same
No,
thing?
I said refrigerator.
Oh, you
stove,
swapped
oven.
out. But you said a range.
Yeah, I said it before.
I'm so confused. Okay, start from the very top.
Okay.
Read your list.
Refrigerator,
Okay.
stove,
Wait, refrigerator or geyser?
geyser, stove, oven.
Okay.
Hood vent, because you have some ventilation.
Okay.
And the microwave.
You need to get on that air fryer stuff, man.
I will.
Okay. This episode, unfortunately, not
Microwave
sponsored.
probably gives you cancer. Air
Well,
fryer
that's how it heats it up. Is
gives
radiation.
you, yeah, that's what I
But
was going for.
it's so low radiation. You would have to have like so many microwaves going at
You have to stick your head in there or something.
for like days to get enough radiation to harm you.
I think it would just explode.
Your
Anyways,
head.
yeah. I don't know. Bazin put some kittens in the microwave because they looked cold.
What?
And
Oh,
they
I've heard the
exploded.
story. Well, that might just be due to the heat, not the actual radiation.
Yeah.
That might just be due to the sheer fact of the temperatures rising inside their bodies. That's horrible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry. My bad. We can bleep that out.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
They need to know what not to do with kittens in microwaves. But
if they look cold, give them a blanket.
put them in an air fryer.
That could actually be better. I wouldn't at least kill them.
I wonder what's the lowest temperature you can put on an air fryer. If you do like 60 degrees for like 3 minutes, it's just hot air.
Like even 80 degrees.
Because 80 degrees, depending on how cold the kittens are.
Yep.
All right.
I don't know what I would do for my last one.
Do you use a coffee machine?
Not really.
Because also with the coffee machine, if you want coffee, you can use a pour over. You don't need a coffee machine unless you're having like multiple people over.
I usually use French press.
Yeah, you can use that too.
Those are great.
But the one thing coffee makers have over these other methods, like Keurigs and French press, and Keurigs honestly suck, but French press and like pour over is you can make a large amount of coffee in a decently fast time. Whereas if you want to make like a French press for everybody, it's going to take you a little while. Same with the pour over.
Yeah.
Same with a Keurig.
That's true.
So that's the one benefit of a coffee pot. So like I know that we still have a coffee pot in our house, even though the main coffee drinkers at our house use a pour over.
Mm-hmm.
They just keep it in there in case they have people over that want coffee. They can make a good amount in a smaller amount of time.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
But right now your fifth is
Toaster oven.
toaster oven.
Yeah.
Okay,
Which
that's
the
fine.
microwave and toaster oven could just be replaced by the air fryer.
Oh,
So
not could.
okay.
Are replaced.
Well, not yet, but
But I haven't toasted anything in the air fryer, but I 100% know it could. Cause it's a bit of a because I'm pretty sure
would
toaster
it be the same speed?
It might actually be faster.
Oh,
It can get to 100.
that's a big one for me.
It can heat up pretty fast. Yeah.
All right. Well,
I've made a whole chicken in an air fryer. No, I actually made the chicken. I cooked a whole chicken in an air fryer.
feathers and all.
Tasted delicious.
Gizzard.
Yeah, gizzard. We got the feathers in there. The crop.
The feet.
The chickens have sharp talons. That's what we were doing on
Sort of.
Saturday. We were quoting Napoleon Dynamite. Me and these two other guys, the young guys, were quoting
that's
Napoleon Dynamite. It's pretty funny. Actually, it's the young guys.
I have not seen that in a long time, and I only seen it once, so I
Pretty
couldn't
funny.
really quote it with you.
It's pretty funny. Pretty funny movie.
Yeah, it's pretty great. Laird always wants me to watch it, but I keep. We'll do something else. All right. Well, this next segment may need some heavy editing on my part because we are doing Contexto. This could take us 10 guesses.
This game takes
Or it could
forever.
take 300. But basically, you are trying to get to a certain word that is pretty general.
Yeah.
But you can only, it's like 20 questions, but you can only answer.
Yeah, so like we will come up with a word and it will tell us like how far away we are from the answer. So if we say like fish and it says like 1,400 away, that means that fish is not very close to the answer. But then we could say
it's 1,400 words away from the answer.
But we could say like career, and that's like 200 away, so we know it's probably more related to a job type thing, more so than a fish. But like you can still get a big difference between 200 and 0.
Let's just put fish in.
Fish, okay.
Is 5,100.
Oh. Oh.
You said career?
Career.
1,200. That's a little better.
5,100.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And then okay, career is 1200.
Yes, that's not too bad.
Um, forest.
No,
Just
that's $3,000.
this is
Money, 165.
money is good.
Yes, money is very good.
Money is very good.
I like
Wait,
money.
what's the next? There's one below it that has also is green. Is that career?
Oh no, it's just money again, because it has the answer I just put in and then the top answer.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
So you got money,
Money.
dollar,
Yeah.
602. So
Currency.
maybe I should not be the one doing
No, you
that.
got
Okay, 1800.
money. And money is 120?
65.
165.
Yes.
So we still have some wiggle room. Um, payday.
No. 5,900.
Mm, but career is super far away, right?
Not super. It's 1,200.
But that's still so much farther away than
Oh
165.
well, yeah.
So it's probably not something related to a job. Investment?
I put job in. It's 66.
But career is what?
I know their way of doing it is weird. I don't know.
So job is closer than career and it's closer than money. Maybe it's something
What did
maybe
you
it's something
say?
to do like at your place of work rather than what you plan to do with
Work
your
is
life.
12.
Work.
Work.
Uh production. Productivity. Product.
Product.
Produce.
No.
Um
Production is 246.
production.
Um,
Wait, what's the closest one we have so far?
Work.
With?
12.
Oh my goodness. Office.
Ooh. 258. Getting farther, but we are
Oh, I can smell it.
so
I can
close.
smell the answer.
Hammer.
What was that?
5,800.
Put podcast.
Ooh. Maybe they heard us. No. $9,000.
Work is 12. Um uh break. Like
500.
put brake like a car's brake. Just for the heck of it.
No.
What was it at?
6,900.
Nice.
Um,
Wait, so it's work is closer than job.
yes.
So maybe it's something not necessarily to do. Maybe it's something to do like you physically doing manual labor, or like energy.
526. Energy and so work, job,
Work. Uh oh like what's the word? Determination.
okay. 464.
Oh my
What was I gonna
goodness.
put in? Dang, I had a word.
Work. Maybe it's not this.
Create.
Maybe it's like not work as in something you do. Maybe it's work as in this has the capacity to work, or like this is doing what it's supposed to do. Like if it's not working, like this computer's working. It's
Mhm.
so um I don't know.
Work efficiency.
Ooh. Ooh. Going with the big words, are we?
1,300.
Smarty pants.
Efficiency is not that long.
Uh,
It's not that deep.
a fish in the sea is how I remember that word.
No. 41,000.
What'd you put?
I put C.
Put sea like I look.
Okay. 529.
Put the Spanish word for yes.
This word does not count.
Cowards.
Coward. 9 grand.
Word.
Word. No.
What's the
Polyurethane. Oh.
what's the next closest word we have so far?
Job.
And the one after that?
Money. Production. Office.
So this has to be
Pencil sharpener. 17,000.
oh my goodness. Site. Like SITE.
Yeah. No. 2,300.
Oh my goodness.
I'll let you know if it's close. I'm just gonna say nope
Okay.
or yup. um. No. Sorry. Just saying that to myself. I just put panel in.
Panel.
Like a
Work. Oh my goodness. Let's think of synonyms for work. Job. Career. Those are the two. Those are the two synonyms.
work. Good work.
Good.
Good is 193.
Good?
So that's number 4. So it's good work. Number 1 employee.
Employee. Put employee.
30. So it's right underneath work.
Boss.
No.
Manager.
700.
CEO.
3,000.
CFO.
Did we put UFO in this as well? That says, I'm sorry, I don't know this word.
Secretary.
83.
Receptionist. I'm just thinking of all the job titles.
How do you go from secretary, which is 83, to receptionist, which is 8,741?
What?
So
Title.
second.
TITLE.
Okay. No. 2,000.
Oh my goodness.
I put in, what did I put in?
Uh-huh. What'd you put in?
I put in an assistant, which was 1,200, but. Work.
Position.
219. So it's up there. We're getting a lot of greens right now.
That's good, but I want to get closer than work.
Yeah. Work and sounds like it's office work.
That's what it sounds like. So, paper? Jim, Dwight, Angela. But office is super far off, right?
Jim. No. Yeah. It's not super far off.
Put
It's
paper. Put paper.
258.
Put paper.
I did.
Good boy.
I did. 844.
Computer.
Computer. Computer.
I'm home.
Okay. And once I start talking, I can't think of anything. 2,000.
Sales. SALE. Or just sale.
665.
Oh my goodness.
Sell. No.
Who thought of this game? Probably the
know.
person that thought of microwaves.
Let's just start guessing random words.
Curtain.
No. What?
Curtain.
No.
Rhinoplasty.
17,000.
School.
That could be closer. 1,200.
Soccer.
No.
Environment.
204.
Oh, pavement.
9 grand. 9 grand.
And how many do I need to pass?
600 or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh,
Camera.
okay. No.
Is there a give up button on here?
Suicide. What? It autocorrected to divide. No. Sue.
Suey.
That's 4,000. So
Paramedic.
9 grand.
Rubber.
No.
I have no freaking clue.
Yeah, we kind of.
Is there a give up button on here?
No, you just don't get to know what it's called, what it is.
We can look it up. Or is it like, wait, is it one of the games that's like, oh, you can do, because you know how like the New York Times does, you can only do this game once a day.
Yeah.
Is
Oh,
this a New York Times game?
you can do it multiple times a day, but it is a New York Times game, and it's you can do it multiple times,
Let's
but
ask
it only gives you.
Let's ask ChatGPT what it thinks.
Okay.
Okay, hang on. Let me open up the old ChatGPT. Okay, give me the words. Give me the first word that we have that's closest.
Work.
Okay, hang on. Actually, let me type in a little prologue here. We are playing Contexto. We are struggling with the word. We have.
What if New York Times is partnered with them with ChatGPT,
Yeah,
and they just lead you farther and farther away from the answer?
that'd be tricky. Okay, the first one is work. What number is that at?
12.
Okay, give me the next one.
Employee at 30.
Okay,
Job at 66.
hang on. Employee at 30. Job at 66. And last one.
Secretary at 83.
Secretary at 83. Those are our closest ones so far. We also have words like career and money further down the list. All right. All right, based on those contextual numbers and proximity, it seems like a secret word is related to office work, employment, or job. Well, thank you. We figured that out. Here are some high probability guesses you should try next. Office, got that. Boss, got that. Employer,
Employer. 29. So that's second now.
hire, like HIRE.
145.
Task,
218.
company,
No. 423.
business,
335.
okay. So you said employer was
Yeah.
29. Were any others closer, like within 100?
You got work, employer, employee, job, secretary, hire, and then it gets into the hundreds.
Wait, work, secretary, employee, employer, and hire?
Yeah.
What did hire get?
Oh, sorry. That one's 145. So secretary's the last one at 83.
Okay. The rest were not Oh my goodness, we're not. Oh my goodness, we're not in the top 100. Let's see what else it gives us. Labor. Yes?
That was it.
Labor.
It was labor.
And we did that all on our own.
Yep. No robot riding.
Yes. Congratulations. Labor.
Yep. There we go.
Nice. I feel happy with that.
Yeah, that seems kind of okay. Let's see here. Yeah, I guess those kind of all go together. But it's
Yeah.
just that's interesting.
Well,
It only took us 79 guesses to get there, but we got there in the end.
yes.
And I hope you got here in the end.
Yes.
To the end.
To the end of this last ever
Episode. We're never doing this again if you don't.
If you don't
subscribe, like, comment.
Yes.
What do you think they should comment?
They should comment how many. No, they should comment what time period they would want to time travel to, not just past
Yeah.
and future. Like
There you go.
you would want to time travel to the future to see this specific thing, or to the past to see that specific thing. But regardless, thank you for listening. Do all the things Aaron said, plus any other things that we might have missed, and we'll see you guys next week. Adios.
Adios.